What is up, guys? It's Cal, and in this video I'm going to show you Broken Isles flying, and then on top of that I'm going to show you me getting the Class Hall mount, and then on top of that I'm going to show you a new pet that hunters can tame. Well, it's a new pet class that hunters can tame called Feathermanes. It kind of all goes together, so to do that, if you're on the PTR, you just go to this NPC that's in front of the pet menagerie place, and then you say, yeah, I want to fly in Broken Isles. And so, I mean, that's pretty much it. So that's the whole video, guys. If you like it, you can leave a like on it. You can no, I'm kidding. Now I'm going to show you how to get to the Class Hall mount. You have to go back to your Class Hall, and for me, I had to read a letter that was on a table there, which was right beside my, like, missions panel. So, you want to do that, and then that will trigger this scenario to get your Class Hall mount. So before I decided to trigger the scenario, I turned around and just felt like opening up my weekly cache because I'm on the PTR. See what it had. It had a mythic level 50 for the lower version of Return to Karazhan. They did say they were going to make that a mythic plus, but it's a level 50 stone, and that's interesting. Also got a 1.2 million artifacts power thing that I can use on my weapon. So that's the thing. I don't know if that level 50 is intended or if that's supposed to give 1.2 million AP. But okay. And here is the scenario. You talk to the back here right outside and it brings you to, okay, shh, cutscene.
Isles is upon us once more, friends. On this evening, the spirits of the great beasts of legend rise in these very fields. One among us has been chosen to enter the darkness, to hunt the noble spirits and return them to their honored rest. Raise your steins to the Huntmaster, our hunter of beasts. Let the feast begin!
And now you're in the outside part of the Halls of Valor, so yeah, Odin was talking to you and all that, and now you want to ready yourself up to hunt these beasts, various beasts. So there are these things, this mutton on the table. There's also some alcohol, some beer. And the mutton increases your agility and I believe stamina by 10%, yeah, and the beer gives you like 5% health a second or 1% health, I don't know. So now you have to go out into the world, and by world I mean the outside version of Halls of Valor, outside part of Halls of Valor, and hunt these beasts. So right here he tells you something about tracking. It kind of lit a light bulb in my head and was like, oh, maybe I should turn track beasts on. So you do that, and immediately on your map or in front of you you'll see tracks to find these beasts. You don't pick them up, they're just tracks. I thought they were something to pick up, but so into this cave. There's a worm. This is the first one. I don't know if you can do these in a certain order. Or I think these are in a certain order, so the worm might be the first one you kill. And he was pretty easy. I mean, they all have like 4 to 5 million health, I think. Somewhere around there. So that was the worm. I can't really see what their names are from where I'm looking. Okay, next up you're going to leave that cave and you're going to see some more paw prints. These are for the cat. So you're just going to come up around here, and he's right beside the water's edge. And I mean, he's easy. He has a frontal AoE cone, which I did end up standing in. It just puts a bleeding dot on you. But the beer buff pretty much just heals through that. So, and the next one is the owl. The owl, which is flying. I think this is probably the same for all specs of a hunter. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. So you're gonna attack that bad boy, kill him super quickly. He just throws out these gusts of wind, and then you go to the stag, which is at the entrance of the area. If you're doing Halls of Valor, you know, you go through that portal and it puts you at the entrance of this area. That's where you head to. So you'll see the footprints. It's not difficult, and you're just gonna go up there. Now you're not done after you kill the stag. You still got some more to do. You'll see. So just kill him easily. He has this move. I did end up getting out of it. Don't really know how much damage it does to you if you stand in it. I can only assume not much. So you kill the stag, and you have two more things to hunt. This bird, or this hawk, which I immediately saw after I killed the stag, so I just went ahead and tagged him. The thing is, I don't play survival, so I don't really know what ranged move survivals have. I know they can throw a harpoon. I know that they have like another ranged move, so but that's the only thing that makes me think this might not be the same for every spec, because how would a survival hunter pull that? But I believe it is the same for every spec, so it doesn't really matter. So just kill the hawk, and then you have to kill the wolf, which is in the same cave that the wolf, the boss wolf in this instance is. So just go ahead and kill them. Oh yeah, these two mobs, by the way, or these two they're not the last things you have to hunt actually, but these two ones that you have to hunt have like 7 million health. So they have a bit more health than the last 4. Now you have one more thing to hunt. Turn around and you'll see it. That's actually your mount. That's what it looks like. And the color of it, well, I don't know if this color is different per spec, but you'll see after I kill him, the mount color changes depending on what spec you have. So this guy has like 15 million health. So I mean, it's wasn't too difficult for me. I mean, I'm fairly well geared, 890 item level, so I was able to kill him easily. And yeah, by the way, I think you can only do this scenario if you have flying. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it unlocked flying for me when I talked to that NPC. So here he is, putting his energy inside of you. I think that's what that is. And there's still, yeah, there's just placeholder buffs. I don't know. So you don't have the mount just yet. He may have put his energy inside of you, but you're not done. Now just head back to Odin and then you'll, I mean, pretty much be done. So you talk to Odin to finish the scenario, and your screen's just going to slowly fade as he yells at you, and it's going to put you into your class hall. So that's the entire scenario. That is how you unlock your class hall mount. I mean, every class it's going to be different. Obviously, this one's the one for the hunter. Right here puts you at this part of your class hall. I was like, where am I? But then I realized I was in the other wing of the hall. So now we're going to go turn in our quest to get our mount. Now, the mount has a cool animation when you summon it. It's actually different for every spec. Like, I've seen the rogue one before, and like it does a backflip. It's weird, but here we go. We are unlocking it, and then it does this cool little scenario. I'll be quiet now. So there we go. That is pretty much everything. I do have another thing that I want to show you guys for any hunters out there. Here we're going to show you the animation of calling it. You like yell. Now I noticed there's actually 3. This is where I noticed that it's different for every spec. So those are the colors for the other specs. I'll show you the vendor of where you buy them in a second, but we call it, and it does like a yell animation. The mount panel is kind of blocking it, but you'll see it in a minute again. So we're just going, yeah. You'll see, I'm going to just drag it on my bars now. And there we go. We're replacing the pendant of the Scarab Storm, because that glitch does not work for hunters anymore. They fixed it in 7.1.5. So now I'm looking for the what is it? The vendor name. It's right over here. It's right beside where you buy the trackers, I think. Yeah. The trackers. I need a track target. So over here, and now it costs, you'll see, Stable Master, it costs, drumroll please, 10,000 resources for each one. Now you do have to unlock every single trait in each of those weapons before you buy it, and then you spend the 10,000 resources to buy the other variations of the mount. But yeah, so that's, I guess, more of an incentive for mount collectors to upgrade your other weapons. So now we have this other thing that's 10,000 resources that allows us to tame Feathermanes, which we have to get all of the traits on our current weapon for, because new traits did unlock in the patch, and I don't have those yet. I have not gotten that much AP. So instead of buying that, we're gonna I think buy the other thing. This. Click it, please. There we go. 25 resources. It's the exact same thing, but it's only on the PTR, so it lets us test it out Now that lets us tame Feathermanes. Now you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a Feathermane? Well, it's a new class of beasts that they're putting in the game, which is comprised of hippogriffs, griffins, owlcats, wolfhawks, and wyverns. And they do have a cool new ability, which you're going to see. So obviously I'm going to tame one in this video, because I'm putting a pet in my stable now. You do have to be Beastmaster to tame these. It's kind of obvious. But now we're going to go out in the world and look for one. So here we are. After much looking and internet research, I was able to find, I believe these are what wolfhawks are, which is actually the beast that you're riding. It's your mount. So here we are on the Isle of Ashara, or the Eye of Ashara Island. And there's going to be 3 caves down at the southeast. One of them, or actually all 3 of them, have different colors of these wolfhawks. So just for my pet now, we're going to tame this one. So they don't have much special going on. There's one of them that's an elite, so I don't know if he might kill you, but this one did pretty much no damage to me. That was the middle cave, and now we're going to go to this more higher up one, which has an elite. As I said before, I believe they all have there's 3 different colors. This one I actually kind of like more. It's more of a reddish color. It is an elite, and they all have specific names if you want to look them up. But yeah, so that was the 3rd one, and then the second one, and then the 3rd cave is kind of hidden. Not really hidden, but it's down here more. Actually no, it's not hidden at all. It's really on the opposite side. This one I don't believe is an elite. It's just another named one. But yeah, that's it. That is the 3rd wolfhawk, which I don't have room to tame the other 2. So now we're gonna look at what the new ability they have is. It is called Updraft, which is a slow fall, a 30-second slow fall that you can put on yourself. So I'm going to drag them on the bar now. You're going to see me epically fail. Now, I wish the pet actually followed you, because the pet can fly, but it doesn't follow you when you're flying, which is a bit annoying. So here I'm going to majorly fail. There's a lot of water around me. I should have did that, but I call my pet. Use the Updraft. Doesn't work because he's too far away because he's on the ground. And so I just use the revive thing from that you get after killing gul'dan. So now we're going to do the smart way of doing it and just apply Updraft before I fall. So there we go. Applied it. 30-second buff. Have to put on, the class hall mount to make this better. And we're slow falling. We are slow falling for 30 seconds. So this is a definitely interesting pet, interesting ability. I'm definitely going to tame one as soon as live comes out. So that was the entire video, guys. So what did we do in this video? We learned flying from that NPC, we got the class hall mount, and we tamed this new Feathermane pet. If you like the video, you can leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for more videos like this, more patch videos, 7.2 videos. But I'll see you guys in the next video.